Well, it's been quite a while since I've been back here. Anyhow, today I'm going to go in. I'm going to take the gear out of here. I'm going to give this area a break for a while. Over the winter months, about 12 or 13 kilometres south of this position, rangers seen footprints pretty commonly for the snow up there in the mountains around the dam. And there was no people up there because they locked the gates. They won't let no one up there when it's in full snow. He's the only one up there, and he couldn't work out where these footprints were coming from. So I think I'll pull the gear out here, and I'm going to be busy the next few months, but then I'll get up there and set it up in a new position closer to where these footprints were seen. Anyway, I better get on my way. Just forgotten how beautiful and peaceful it is down here. Birds chirping. A lot of the flowers are in flower. And that mossy hill on the other side sort of dried out a bit. This is the first camera I've come across. That's one of my mates, so I'll pick that up for him. And I'll go across the other side and pick up my gear. The plot watcher, as you can see, was facing that mossy hill, which has turned into a little bit of grass now, not moss. Moss has sort of died off. Yeah, they'll be well and truly flat, so I'll pack it up. Wonder what we caught. Sort of the view. Give you another idea, the water was just over there. It's pretty thick up there. I don't know if anything could come through it. So you never know. Okay, the Reconyx camera's still on that tree. The deer carcasses are gone, and I'm pretty sure it was about there. And I'm pretty sure I wired it up to a sapling, and it looks like it's gone as well. It'd be interesting to see what we caught on this camera. Probably get some good wildlife. But you never know if we're lucky. It's been out here a long time. Yowie might have come in and have an investigation about it. Anyway, I'll pack up this camera and I'll get my way out of here. Just looking around again, just before I pack up the camera. That's where I think I put it, somewhere about there. Though I did find this. And I say that'd be the leftovers. A bit of a backbone, a few little ribs. Now that one looks like it's been chewed. They don't just break off like that. Yeah, another one. Looks like they've all been busted off, chewed off. But I'd say that'd be it. That looks a lot smaller than what I brought out. The end's been chewed. I just hope it was still in camera range, because it is a funny sort of an angle. So it was there somewhere in front of the camera, and some of the remains of just here. Anyway, I've just had a quick look at the cameras, and it says it's got 1,000 400 odd photos on it. So I sort of can't wait to get home to have a look. Well, after 3.5 months, the cameras have been working. The plot watcher runs out after a month. Anyway, the Reconics, well, he'll go forever. So when you've got these cameras up in the bush, you've always got something working for you. Now, unfortunately, I've gone through all the photos and there's no Yowie. Now, I think I'm going to be very, very lucky if we ever do get a Yowie, seeing I've only got the 2 cameras. At the minute, they're at home with me, and that's no good because they won't catch a Yowie here. So I've got to get them up there as quick as possible because I can set them and just leave them. Now, it is a bit time consuming going through them, and fellow researcher Rusty, with the amount of cameras he's got, I don't know how he does it. Though one great thing, we do catch a lot of wildlife, and sometimes it's good to have a look at, especially when you've caught wildlife you haven't caught before. Well, I thought this photograph of this fox was quite interesting. Now, if we have a closer look and zoom in on him, if you have a look at his tail, it looks like something that's pulled the fur off the skin. Now, this fox was caught a few times on the plot watcher, and his tail was fine up until this day. So the skin don't seem to be fleshy, so to me it's not a dog bite. But could this be maybe a Yowie snatching fox by his tail to try and eat him? Anyhow, on the morning I decided to go and fetch the cameras. I'd trained my pigeons before I left, and I was probably lucky I did, because if you check out the time and the dates on the last few Reconics photos, you can actually see that I missed 6 wild dogs by about 2 hours, and there was probably a few too many for me to take on by myself. Anyhow, have a look at these Reconics photos. There's some beautiful wildlife there, and you can see what happens to a carcass that sits there for 3.5 months.